Joshua, Rahab, and the fall of Jericho theme. Courage, faith, and unexpected redemption in hero. When a new generation steps forward, the wilderness years had ended. An entire generation that left Egypt had passed away. A new generation now stood on the edge of the promise. Moses had died. Leadership passed to a new figure, Joshua. Joshua had been a soldier, a servant, and a witness to miracles. Now he would guide the people into the land they had waited decades to see. But the first obstacle stood directly ahead. Jericho. The city of Jericho, walls and fear. Jericho was not a small village. It was a fortified city with massive walls, designed to keep enemies out and keep power inside. From a military perspective, it looked impossible. Israel had no siege engines, no advanced weapons, just people who had lived in the desert. And sometimes life places us in front of walls that seem just as intimidating. Walls of fear, walls of habit, walls of history. Jericho represents the first great barrier between promise and reality. Rahab, an unexpected ally before the attack. Joshua sent 2 spies into the city. They found refuge in the home of a woman named Rahab. Rahab was not part of Israel's community. She was a citizen of Jericho, yet she had heard the stories, the crossing of the Red Sea, the defeat of kings in the wilderness. She believed something many others refused to accept. The God of Israel was real. She hid the spies and helped them escape. In return, they promised protection for her family when the city fell. Rahab tied a red cord in her window as a sign. This moment carries a deep lesson. Faith does not always appear where we expect it. Sometimes those who seem far from God are the ones who recognize truth most clearly. The strange strategy. Joshua prepared the people for battle. But the strategy was unusual. Instead of attacking the walls, God instructed them to march around the city. Once each day for 6 days. On the 7th day, they would circle the city 7 times. Priests would blow trumpets. The people would shout. To a military strategist, this plan would make little sense. But sometimes victory requires trust before understanding. The people obeyed. Day after day, they walked silently around the walls. Imagine the tension. The defenders watching from above. The soldiers wondering what would happen next. The lesson of Rahab. Rahab's role reminds us of something equally important. No one is permanently defined by their past. She lived in a city destined to fall. Yet her decision to trust truth changed her future. Her story became part of a much larger narrative. In modern life, people often carry labels from their past. Mistakes, reputation, failures. But Rahab's story suggests something hopeful. Your past does not have the final word. One courageous decision can redirect a life. What this story says to us today. Joshua shows us the importance of steady leadership. Rahab shows us the power of courageous faith. Thank you for taking this journey with us. Stories like these remind us that the challenges we face today are not so different from those faced long ago. Faith, courage, patience, and hope are still the paths that move us forward. If this reflection made you pause, think, or see life from a deeper perspective, we invite you to continue the journey with us. Follow sacred voices of faith, where your faith is heard and your hope is renewed. And if you know someone who might need a moment of encouragement today, please share this message with them. Thank you for being here.